Hi there everyone, this is Torsten. I'm a natural health practitioner based in Santa Monica, California. And there's a lot of us down here that practice natural health. We exchange a lot of information and we just try and push it out through social media. I always do my videos in the car, in my SUV, between consultations. Love sharing information. And hopefully this video will benefit you, because I'm going to read a little bit about what anemia is, if you're suffering from anemia. And in other videos, I go into what foods to use, what foods not to consume, what type of general recommendations I can make, etc., all on this specific topic of anemia. So, given the frenetic pace of modern Western life, it can seem almost normal to feel fatigued, weak, or short of breath. But these symptoms are never normal. They always point to a disorder of some kind. For millions of Americans, for millions of people around the globe, that disorder is anemia. Every cell in the human body gets a large portion of its energy from oxygen. In a healthy person, cells receive an adequate supply of oxygen thanks to a substance called hemoglobin, which transports oxygen through the blood. Without sufficient hemoglobin, the cells don't get enough oxygen. Without enough oxygen, the brain, the muscles, and all the other tissues begin to slow down. Yeah, if you're suffering from that, if you feel those symptoms, those effects, then you know what's going on. You probably have anemia. The anemic person feels weak and tired at first, and then may experience several other symptoms, including headaches, difficulty concentrating, and a series of illnesses that are the result of a suppressed immune system. The body needs iron to produce the necessary amount of hemoglobin, and the vast majority of anemia cases are caused by a deficiency of this mineral. Now, a lack of minerals, or a disease or an illness, is usually a lack of minerals in the body. My number one tip, ladies and gentlemen, and this is not my product, but get yourself a fulvic mineral complex. Fulvic, F-U-L-V-I-C, mineral complex. It has 70 major and trace minerals, and that'll help this specific disease a lot. Iron deficiency most often results from poor diet, especially one that's high in junk food, or from long-term or repeated dieting. There are many other ways a person can end up with a deficiency of iron, however. Blood loss for any reason, including surgery, trauma, gum disease, hemorrhoids, polyps, cancer of the colon, bleeding ulcers, and heavy menstrual periods can produce an anemic state. So can an increase in the body's need for iron, which usually happens during pregnancy. Iron deficiency can also be caused by an inability to absorb certain nutrients, as can happen with folic acid and vitamin B12. In rarer cases, deficiencies of vitamins A, B2, B6, and C, as well as of copper, may lead to anemia. The elderly often lose the ability to absorb these nutrients, as do people with certain digestive disorders like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. Usually, iron deficiency is caused by a combination of these factors. In rare cases, ladies and gentlemen, anemia is the result of a hereditary blood disorder in which red blood cells are destroyed prematurely. Thalassemia, sickle cell disease, and spherocytosis are all very serious and sometimes fatal forms of anemia. People with these diseases must be under lifelong medical care. Anemia can also be caused by an inability to absorb any vitamin B12 at all. This condition can easily be treated with sublingual B12, with regular injections of vitamin B12, or by improving stomach acid levels. If you suspect that you have anemia, it is likely that you can be cured with simple home treatments and supplementation. I go into great lengths in other videos on this channel, detox.la. We talk about that, about general recommendations, foods to eat, foods not to eat, so check that out. And it's important, however, that you see a doctor for an accurate diagnosis. A blood test will give you great indicators where your iron levels are or where your B levels are. The symptoms of anemia can mimic those of other disorders, so you'll need to get a thorough physical examination. If you're diagnosed with anemia, don't let your doctor stop there. Make sure he or she explains the specific cause of your problem so that you'll know how to address any underlying disorders and prevent a reoccurrence. So check us out at detox.la. You're welcome to email me, call me, Skype me. I'm in the Southern California region. I do home visits. If you are abroad in the States or internationally, usually the phone or Skype helps, and I'm always there for you. And give me a shout. Visit my website for many other cool videos as far as natural medicine, natural cosmetics go. Always the cleanest of the cleanest, non-toxic, paraben-free, chemical-free products that I suggest. And I'm not a big fan of pharmaceutical drugs because they have just too many side effects. So everything I'll be telling you doesn't have side effects. It's all natural. Look forward to helping you. Bye-bye.